Guys, Iman here, and well, Doodle Digest has exploded. Look at all of these videos. Yep, 35 million views. You joined back in 2021. Guess you just wanted to watch videos. Anyways, I'm gonna be reacting to what seems like the most randomest video. The 10 letters to survive an alien invasion. Let's do this.
It's an alien invasion, but we've only got letters to protect ourselves. So which one would you pick? Well, let's start out with what you shouldn't pick. Have you ever seen the animated film Monsters vs. Aliens? You know, the one where...
That movie sucks, by the way. So then what's number 10?
In the beginning, the president meets that UFO for the first time and tries to communicate with our extraterrestrial homies by playing a sick keyboard solo. Well, this is pretty much that.
What?
You're going to try and get down with the aliens using this funky H keyboard. Now, obviously, if you did watch that film, you know exactly what happened when you tried that. But if you didn't watch it, well, firstly, why not? But secondly, basically, the alien gets all mad and starts breaking a load of stuff, trashing cities and all that. So the moral of this one is that it probably wouldn't work, even if you do play the alien's crazy frog. How ungrateful.
Exactly.
Number
Yeah,
9.
no.
T.
What?
Okay, this is
Why
definitely
is
also
T?
pretty slim chances of survival. Put it this way, I wouldn't want to be in this scenario. Anyway, all T is a very primitive pickaxe. Probably not even diamond, more like a stone one. And the world's leaders...
Hey, why is it classified as a stone pickaxe? I feel like if this were any pickaxe, then it would work. Also, couldn't it be used as a very large hammer? Because T's do look like hammers.
Have just announced to the entire Earth that the master plan they have come up with is to attack the aliens with brute force using these rubbish pickaxes like...
Hey, why can't you just dig down? Why can't you just dig down, hide yourself, and then that would be it?
Undignified cavemen. Yeah, I know the real world has guns in it, but in this one, we only have T pickaxes, alright? And it pretty much goes exactly how you'd expect. You swing your pickaxe at one of the aliens, and he isn't affected, because of course that was just a hologram. But the aliens take that as confirmation that you want to go to...
Wait, what do you mean, hologram? How can aliens be used as holograms? That just doesn't make sense.
the war with them, and just like that, Earth is annihilated. Well done. Number 8.
I think number 1 would be B, because you get 2 living rooms, and it could be used as a big old shield to protect yourself from. Also, it could be used as a bow.
A. This is for if we want to get super
What?
defensive with...
Why is A so low? This could be used as a literal weapon. That crossbar is used for holding. That point is spiked, and then you just use this and then jam it into the aliens. That doesn't make sense as well.
Our approach to being invaded, which, when you think about it, is a pretty good idea since we don't know the aliens' intentions yet. Basically, what you do is cover the entire planet with the spiky A shelters. Yeah, that's right, the whole planet. Should only take you an hour or two. Anyway, once you're finished, everyone...
Wait. Where are you going to get these from? And how do you know if you have enough?
basically lives
It
their
doesn't make
life
sense
like
as well.
mole people, under the safety of the A's. Sure, it might get a bit miserable with no sunlight or real fresh air, but at least you're surviving.
What happened to the doors of A? I feel like A should be placed a bit higher, because, well, why can't it just be used as a weapon? This is probably one of the most randomest Doodle Digest videos ever.
7. Oh. Now when you think...
What? You can't just hide in it. Well, I guess the aliens will just roll you off a cliff. Well, why can't you just hide inside of the O and then hide in a bush? Unless these aliens are actually smart, but then he'll just say it'll roll away, or you could just hide it under things. But you what? I don't get it.
Classic alien signs. What do you think about? Oh, you need a minute? Yeah, that's okay. Go ahead. I'll wait. Okay, that's enough time. Now, if you were really smart, you probably figured out that O is the perfect crop circle. Now, this one does require a bit of pre-planning and preparation to be executed properly. Firstly, as a human...
Wait, a crop circle? You mean those things that aliens abduct their lasers into to create a good old crop symbol? Okay. Yeah.
We have to be able to spot the aliens coming first. Just get the world's most powerful telescope nerds on that task. Then, when we see the Martians pulling up, we go to where they plan to land and use O as our fake crop circle. So, when the Marsmen are just about to touch down, they'll see that this planet's actually already been explored, possibly by another UFO in their colony, and immediately abandon mission and head to the spacebar for a couple of IPAs. That's an acronym, by the way, for
What's an IPA?
Interstellar Pale Ale.
What's a interstellar pale ale? I really want to order one. I hope it tastes good. Hopefully there is no radiation in that.
Okay, maybe I made that last part up, but you see where I was going with it. It'd work, okay? You just gotta believe. I believe.
Okay.
Number 6, you. This
How is U higher than O? A, T, or H? It's completely hollow on the inside.
one is pure genius. Say
What?
the alien fellas are zooming towards us at speeds not even thought possible. Well, picture this. What if we have a massive U waiting for them where they try to land? I should state that this one actually relies on the aliens poorly maintaining their spacecraft and ignoring all the lights on the dashboard.
Okay.
If we're super lucky, one of those lights is the replace brake fluid symbol. Now when they make their approach way too fast, they won't be able to brake in time and will slide into the first part of the U, but have so much momentum that they continue right around it until they get flung up back out.
Whoa. Couldn't you have just done that for H? It's basically just a U on legs. Why can't that work for H?
To space. Kind of think of our U device as a massive half pipe that even Tony Hawk himself couldn't handle. Number 5, X. Okay, this one's so far-fetched that even I'm questioning my logic with this one, but just hear me out, okay? Right, so X.
What's X
that
gonna do?
symbolizes
It's
a
a literal
kiss in
ninja
messages,
star.
right? Or, well, at least it used to before emojis took over, but that's a whole nother rabbit hole.
This guy's just talking about emojis. So is X gonna be for those is X gonna be for raising up the aliens so that you could just make your X okay, I gotta just stop and watch this.
Wait, yeah, X, kisses. What we do is when the aliens touch down and disembark the space whip, we all hold out a bunch of X's to show we're down bad, and we want to rizz up the intergalactic huzz. Now,
yeah, this is probably one of the weirdest videos I have ever watched out of every single Doodle Digest video because, hey yo, what the hell? He literally dies from cringe. So this is a win-win situation. You save the Earth, but then you die from cringe and you marry a literal alien.
So stupid. Now, this can go one of two ways. Either they reject us like it's every relationship I've ever had, or the aliens like what they see, and yeah, I'm not going to animate what happened.
Honestly, I'd enjoy that breakup because never would I ever marry an alien.
In that
Hey,
scenario,
yo.
I don't think the world is ready to see that. Number 4,
Yeah.
C.
What?
Let me ask you something.
Why is C so low? I feel like it should be placed in 3 or 2. It's basically just a better U.
Are you unfortunate enough to know what a face hugger is? Because I am, but if you're lucky enough to not know, allow me to spoil that for you. The best way I can describe it is it's this weird crab slash scorpion type creature which hugs your face and lays eggs.
Oh, no. Nobody wants to see that.
But let's not animate the actual process of that. But besides scarring you with that grotesque thought, though, there is a reason I picked C for this one. If you do have an understandable fear of these gross face huggers, you can wear the letter C over your face as a form of protective visor, so that should a face hugger try to do things, you can remain reassured that your entire face is off limits. Yeah, I'll take 20, please. Number 3, B.
Wait, well, I thought B would be number 1. Why is it number 3?
We all know what B stands for. It's a
block?
word that's universally understood and has brought the greatest foes
It stands
into
for block.
unison.
What are you
I'm of
talking
course
about?
talking about beer. It's so simple.
Beer? What do you mean beer? That doesn't make sense as well. What is going on?
Yet it could be the one way to unite us with the aliens. Now, if the aliens are anything like Paul from the hit alien movie Paul, then we can count on them already knowing how to speak fluent English, and immediately after showing them the letter B, the alien automatically assumes you're talking about beer, so you offer to buy him one.
Wait, how do you know if he's talking about beer or not? It's a shield or a bow. Why is it beer?
Or 10, and they really enjoy it. Just think of all the wonderful memories you're going to make together just for them all to be wiped by him a moment later. Good times. I
Black.
think. Number two,
Men in Black.
J.
What?
J is a
Why
kind of
is
Fast and
J?
Furious scenario in the way
Okay.
that it involves a car with a powerful engine and a completely unrealistic
Where are you
plan
gonna
that
find
miraculously
those? Where are you gonna find those
works.
though?
Let's first define what J is in this scenario. Well, on its
It's
own,
a
it's
hook.
not very good, but if we attach a rope to it, all of a sudden it becomes the perfect grappling hook. Now what we do is we get Vin Diesel in a 19...
How are you gonna convince Vin Diesel, of all things, to hop into that car and drive around with a J hook?
70 Dodge Charger with the grappling hook and a firing mechanism attached to the back. Then, when the Martians touch down on Earth, hold your fire. Don't do anything just yet. Wait until they disembark to look around first. Then, when they're just about to get back onto the ship to get out their guns or space lasers or whatever, Vin Diesel, hidden behind a berry bush, launches the grappling hook and yanks the UFO behind him.
Wait. What if the hook breaks? Then what are we supposed to do? Also, couldn't C also be used for that as well? So in reality, I think C should be a lot higher and B should be a lot higher.
Top speed. He
What's
drives
number
it into the
one
nearest volcano,
then?
handbrake turns, and
I think
releases the
number
grappling hook,
one
and the
should
UFO is
be.
incinerated in the lava. Like I said, Fast and Furious plots, they tend to get a bit stupid. But then again, so are most of these videos. But anyway, now not only do the aliens not have an escape plan, we also can capture them and ask them all kinds of profound questions, like do they have chicken nuggets in the Andromeda Galaxy? This is important stuff. I need to know. No.
What's number one? I feel like it's gotta be something good, but which one should it be? So H to J so far. I feel as if number one should be maybe G, because it's probably a better C and a better U. What is it?
Number one,
M?
M is a very
What?
tactical and
How
also
is
kind of
M
sad
that
reality way to
high?
put it. But basically what
What?
happens is before the aliens land, we stick a load of these M's up on high sticks to replicate a classic fast food chain.
So
Now
we're
if you're
basically
wondering,
replicating
okay, what is that
McDonald's.
going to do exactly? Well, we're not just putting up a few M's, we're putting up millions. Now, because the aliens did some basic research on Earth before they planned to destroy us all, they learned that that M means McDonald's, something that if consumed, say, more than...
The video is titled 10 Letters to Survive an Alien Invasion. And how is that gonna work? They're still gonna kill us. And how do they even know what McDonald's means? They'd rather pick KFC or Chick-fil-A's.
Times a week isn't good for you. They then come to Earth and see the amount of McDonald's there are, or at least think there are, and realise that as humans we're already doing a good enough job of destroying ourselves on our own, and they fly away. Like I said, this last one, it's just a scary reality check.
Just why?
It's an alien invasion.
This is one of the most weirdest Doodle Digest videos ever. Usually they're kind of good. Yeah, there might be some there might be some ups and downs there, here, there, and there, but overall, I think I kind of like it. But this one video is going to be one of the strangest random videos I have ever seen. And, well, I don't know how to put it into words. Anyways, goodbye.